Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a gilded game. After you get past the surface level, you kind of realize there's not a lot of depth here. The game is very pretty to look at. It is the best part of the game. The second you get to the open world, you are immediately feeling like you've been immersed into Pandora.
Holy crap, look at the detail in this game. There is a lot. They straight up just put me out here, huh? Oh, wow.
And the gameplay is actually fun. If you're a fan of Far Cry, you're going to be very familiar with the weapon system and how the movement kind of works and the combat of all things. I had a lot of fun just mowing down people by shooting giant bows and arrows at them. Well, I guess you don't shoot bows at people, you shoot arrows, but you get the point.
What are you doing? You ain't doing nothing. You wanna know why? Okay, just give me a second. Give me a second. I play Overwatch. I played Hanzo before. Come here. Come here. Come. Show yourself.
Yet, that's really all the game had to offer. It's a bit too immersive. I mean, it gets kind of annoying trying to traverse through quests or even looking for quest givers. They do a real good job at getting rid of kind of the HUD and the UI and just leaving you with a compass, but the compass is absolutely useless. You have to open up your map and kind of mark where you want to go, and even though I had my experience on the guided version where there'd be a lot more markers and things going on the map, I was still getting turned around and lost. It's kind of frustrating because other games like The Witcher and God of War have figured out how to use the compass, where it will show you what door to go through, what entryway to go up in order to get you to the place where you need to get to you without having you always having to look at a mini map like you're playing Cyberpunk.
If I need your body, I'll fucking...
This very narrow view that I'm kind of speaking of goes across all parts of the game, including gameplay where, yeah, there's stealth involved and you can increase your stealth, but it's not really a mechanic that gets used too well. The enemies are very resourceful and spot you super easily, and once you've been spotted by one guy, the whole camp sees you, so there's no real kind of coming back from being seen by anybody. Everything you find yourself doing the first couple of hours is going to be kind of everything you're doing for the rest of the game. It's very repetitive and tunneled vision. And where the combat is fun to indulge yourself in, the variety of enemies and situational variations are not much to offer, giving you the feeling like you've done this multiple times. I mean, look at this IGN review where they say, the closest I came to encountering a traditional boss was at the very end, and they died instantly when I fired a rocket into a gas canister that set off a chain reaction explosion around them. And where I find it's okay not to have traditional type of gameplay, it doesn't help whenever your game has you picking the same type of fruit in a certain way where there's a gimmicky mini game to doing things, and that gimmick gets real old after the first 5 times you have to do it. I personally enjoy the Avatar movies, but I think myself and many others can agree that they're not well regarded for their story. And this game does well to give you that same experience of surface level storytelling, and I think that's fine. I don't need something that psychologically fucks me up. However, the game fails to fully immerse you into the story itself, whereas a lot of the scenes seem to be, well, that's the thing, scenes seem to be pre-rendered cutscenes where you show up and there's always like a loading screen, almost like they were inspired by Starfield for a little bit, and you have to sit there and just listen to people dialogue and expel exposition to you constantly. There's rarely a moment where you're going through a level and you are experiencing that level with another person or another character, and where the beats of the story do have some emotional values, and I think the voice actors and the scenes want to be powerful and draw you in. It's hard to get attached to everything that's happening because they are mostly just telling you how to feel instead of showing you how to feel. All in all, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a game where you kind of have to make your own fun, and anyone that says, well, Mario, you have to make your own fun in all games, shut up. If you are a fan of the Far Cry series, and if you are a fan of Avatar, I think you will definitely enjoy this game. It's not a bad game per se, it's more or less just okay. IGN went ahead and gave it like a 7 out of 10, saying that it's good. I would say it's more like a 6 or a 5, and that not to expect a crazy amount from it. This has been your 101 on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Until next time, guys, play nice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been a while since I've like enjoyed a Ubisoft game. Now when I see like Ubisoft has made a game, I just I'm like cautious, because I'm like, okay, the idea and sentiment will be fun, but the actual gameplay and depth of the game is gonna be just crazy surface value, and not, it's almost like they do kind of the bare minimum of a AAA studio, which I say that, but we've seen some pretty bare minimum games this year. So I guess Ubisoft looks fantastic compared to those games.